Let's move to the next question. Redemption of preference shares. Problem number 8 in R. Gupta Radhaswamy, old book. See, in this question we are given with the balance sheet and some set of adjustments. In balance sheet we are having two types of capital. Equity capital is available, preference share capital is also available. That preference share capital we are going to redeem the preference shares. What is the amount of a preference capital given in the question? That comes to 1 lakh rupees. And the redemption is carried out based on the profit as well as it is based on the fresh issue of shares. See, please understand, based on the conditions given in the question, it is redeemed. So, for redemption out of profits, based on the profit, we have to take what are the eligible reserves. General reserve is 50,000, we can take. P&L account given for 10,000, that is also considered. Mind it carefully, revenue capital reserve should not be considered for the purpose of redemption. Then, so CRR is raised for based on general reserve and P&L account 60,000. Okay, then another one is total amount to be redeemed is 1 lakh and redemption out of profit is 60,000. Balance of 40,000 is redeemed out of fresh issue. So shares are issued, that is equity shares are issued to the general public. Let us move to the actual problem. The amount to be paid is 1 lakh rupees, whereas cash given in the question, cash at bank is 30,000, and we raised the cash by issuing the equity shares, that comes to 40,000. So now we are having the amount only 40,000 plus 30,000, total 70,000 rupees only we are having, whereas we have to pay 1 lakh rupees. So what we should do, that deficit of 30,000 is arranged by way of overdraft or sale of assets, that is investments, etc. In this question there is no point given for the sale of investments, etc. So we have to do the things by way of arranging the overdraft. So overdraft should be raised for making the payment. 30,000 rupees overdraft we have to arrange. Then let us go to the journal entries. First, raising the CRR, general reserve account debtor to P&L account debtor to CRR. We have to raise the CRR for 60,000. Then fresh issue, bank account debtor to equity shares. Then next one is raising of bank overdraft. Mind it carefully, in the question it is not deliberately given that bank overdraft should be raised. It is stated that payment made, but we have to see that whether the company is having the sufficient amount for making the payment or not. Accordingly we raise it the bank overdraft. Since the amount is a deficit for 30,000, so we raise it the bank. So bank account debtor to bank OD. Why? Because when you are asking the bank overdraft, cash comes in, debit what comes in, and bank overdraft is a liability item, so it is credited. Accordingly we pass the entry. Then the usual things, redemption entry we pass, then payment to shareholders, preference shareholders, that also pass. Then now balance sheet. Coming to the balance sheet, you have a look on that existing balance sheet. It is given that cash at bank 30,000. Now that one is utilized for making the payment, so no, that item is taken for the new balance sheet. So only the available thing is other assets 3,70,000, that we are taking. Then coming to the liability side, existing share capital, equity shares given in the old balance sheet, that is the question, 1 lakh rupees. Then now we issued the shares for 40,000, that is also taken. Capital reserve given, that we have considered. Then other liabilities given 90,000. Just for a difference, I mentioned it as other liability. In the question it is given as liability in liability side. So to have the clear idea, I mentioned it as other liabilities. That 90,000 we are taking it from the balance sheet. Then we calculated what is the CRR. That one is taken. CRR is a liability item. Mind it, CRR is a liability item because it is a reserve. Now we are taking. Then bank overdraft we raised, so cash comes in. We all pass the entries also. Bank account debtor to bank OD. So bank overdraft rise, cash comes in. So bank 30,000 rupees that 30,000 rupees we pass. So that total that comes to 3,70,000. So we have to the balance sheet is tallied. So this is also another one important type of problem. The shortage of amount is raised because of bank overdraft.